My question to you, though, is will you physically go to France to face these charges?
But I cannot. What you seem to say, okay, I'm sitting in Lebanon and I can fly. I have no passport. I am forbidden.
That didn't stop you from leaving Japan.
To leave Lebanon. You know, people ask me the question if, like, I'm, sitting down in a place where I'm free to move. Let's not forget that there is a red notice which has been asked by Japan, which practically positioned me in Lebanon until this red notice is moved up. And unless it is removed, I cannot move from Lebanon. I'm under the Lebanese justice system and under the Lebanese jurisdiction, and we just need to acknowledge that.
Carlos, I mean, you are somewhat of a hero in Lebanon, and the government has been very accommodative to you so far, not to mention the fact that you figured out a way to get out of Japan without using a passport. Isn't it possible that you could get to Paris or get to France and face charges there in a place where, the justice system is considered much more fair?
Yeah, well, first, when I left Japan, I left with my French passport, by the way, and I entered Lebanon with my French passport because the Japanese authorities maintained my Lebanese and Brazilian passport in their hold, but they allowed me to keep the French passport because the only identity I had in Japan. So it's not true that I traveled outside Japan without a passport. I had a passport, and it was a French passport.
Okay.
The second point is I moved out from Japan by myself, because I have seen, probably you have seen what happens to Greg Kelly, who it took 3 years and a half to obtain a verdict on one single charge, which was complicity in non-declaring a compensation that was neither decided nor paid. It took 3 years and a half. You can imagine how many years it would have taken the so-called hostage justice system to judge me on the multiple charges they brought against me. At least 10 to 15 years. So you can imagine me in the situation with the way I've been treated, not being able to talk to my wife, not being able to talk to to the press, not being able to defend myself. They were safe that nothing is going to happen with this guy. We're going to maintain him in Japan forever. He's going to die a dog death here in the country, and nobody's going to hear about him. Fortunately for me, I was able to extract myself from Japan, and now I'm able to defend myself, to gather all the elements for my defense, because let's not forget that both Renault and Nissan forbid me any access to my files, any access to the history, so I can present the proof of my innocence. That means what's happening to me, frankly, is a tragedy. You have a masquerade of a justice in Japan, and what makes me very sad, that in a certain way, France has been accomplice of it.